what we were talking about was in a battle scenario. And so this music, and I'm glad you're doing this, Eddie, because it's important because people, A, have bad comprehension, B, don't listen, or C, don't even look at entire clips, they just get things on blogs.
Yeah.
We were talking about
The
Drake
sound,
being in a
yeah.
battle
Yeah.
and having a sound that was gonna do him well in a battle. Y'all think this Some Sexy Songs for You was gonna help him in a battle? Rap Life Review, Eddie and Lo and Ebro. What's happening, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This week, we gotta get to some new things. We're gonna get to your comments, because you know we got the OVOs in here. So we're gonna get to some of that. First, I wanna say rest in peace to Biggie's mom. Voletta Wallace, an amazing woman that I've had the opportunity to know and work with and help extend her son's legacy throughout the years. And Miss Voletta Wallace has passed away. And we send love and light and respect and all the things to the Wallace family and all the kids and grandkids and everything. So, you know, Voletta left a great legacy, man, and definitely continued to hold her name, her son's name, and his works in high regard, and make sure that we all got access to her and their story. So, job well done. Thank you very much, Voletta Wallace.
Nothing else to say for that one.
New albums, man, new projects. I want to shout out my bro St. John. I didn't see that coming. Festival season. Joey Badass, you know, he was talking crazy on the Ruler's Back and had the West Coast throwing shots, rap, beef, blah, 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 it was crazy.
Pardon Me, the EP.
But clearly he was stirring the pot, but now he put up the EP, Pardon Me, with a few tracks on there. And then I want to shout out to also Dave East and Ransom. Jersey and Harlem collab.
He got Jay Electronica on there. I think Method Man's on there. They do very, very well together. Very well.
It's funny, Method Man, he plays Method Man. I see what you did there. That's kind of tight.
You know, just try to make the
I get what you're doing.
He's got a couple projects coming out that I was privy to hear, I think last year. I don't want to say who, so I don't want to blow up a spot, but he's been working. And I think the next collaborative project you hear from him, it's going to be a thing. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Let's go over to L.A. Wait, no, who's a bigger Big Sean fan, Eddie or Lo?
I like Big Sean.
I like Big Sean.
I'm a Big Sean fan.
No,
I'm a Big Sean fan.
But I know this Dark Sky Paradise, it's an album anniversary. So, you know, certified double platinum in 2020. It was the number 11 album on Billboard when it dropped. Came out 2015. So it's 10 years ago.
10 years deep. I think
wow.
I think that album kind of like cemented his legacy, per se, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's a classic. I think it aged very, very well. You know, you got the joint with 2 Chainz on there. You got the joint with Drake on there. Joint with Kanye on there. There's a lot of single, lot of
I don't
heat.
fuck with you?
Yeah, joint with E40, like, so yeah.
You?
Big Sean, that album kind of just put him in a different pocket. So I want to hear more of that. Like his last
Party
album.
Records?
Party Records, just like really, really spitting, really, really talking this shit. He's very, very humble.
That's not where he's at no more, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
man.
I know. I just want to hear that.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
I get it. But
I get it.
That ain't what he's on, and I respect it.
But when he was on that, he was tough.
Yeah,
like, he was a bad motherfucker when he was on that. So
shout to Big Sean. Now, ASAP Rocky, free Rocky. Rocky's out.
Yeah.
Acquitted on the charges.
Right.
Eddie, I think you got something to say here. You feeling something?
I'm just happy for my man ASAP Rockies. Look, man, this been a weird last few months, but what I will say is these rappers been getting off. Shout out to Young Thug, shout out to ASAP Rocky, because you don't know. And at the end of the day, man, you're talking about a father. Just put the music to the side. You're talking about a man that's with a famous woman we all know.
The son.
Exactly, his son. He's got that Spike Lee movie coming out. As soon as he got off the trial, they announced that he's like a creative director of Ray-Bans.
Yep.
He's going to be Rolling Loud out here.
Album comes out, I think, like March 7th.
So we talking about classic albums. Of course, Big Sean we just talked about with Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah.
But the thing that Rocky did with Long Live ASAP, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Long Live ASAP.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard nothing. I remember when that came out, that was the first time I started to realize, like, what is regional rap at this point? Here you have this dude that's from New York that sounded like he's clearly influenced by things that were happening in the South, specifically in Houston. And as he was going through this trial, you just didn't know where it was going to go. But I was happy that he got off. It was kind of wild that he tackled Rihanna like that when he jumped on. Like,
he staged dove into his family. I mean, I get it. I understand it, but it was just like the first thing you do because your freedom's about to be taken away. So yeah, I would stage dive into my wife and to my mother, to my sister, so.
Remember, he put the plea deal aside. He could have just took the 6 months and was like, but clearly he knew.
What was he up
confidence.
against? What was he up against? What was that time if he got convicted?
It was probation.
24 years.
20. Yeah. So yeah, I'm stage diving into my family.
They wanted a plea deal.
Yeah, they rejected
but
it.
he would have still had to do 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
And he rejected it, and people was like, people obviously was like, look, I'd have took the 6.
But he know he ain't do it. So I'm like, I'm gonna ride these things to the wheels.
He stood on business, and now he's free. So shout out to Rocky, man. We love you, and we're looking forward to all this work unveiling. And speaking of Rihanna, it says here that she talks R9 in Harper's Bazaar.
So that's the official title to the album.
I think it's the working title. I don't know if we got an
official title. Was that like her 9th album?
Guess that's what they're going for, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm going to read what she said because it still leaves a lot to be confirmed.
Yes, to figure out.
I just cracked the code on what I really want to do for my next body of work. I'm actually feeling really good about this. I know I kept saying this over the years. There's no genre now. That's why I waited, she says. Every time I was like, no, it's not me, it's not right, it's not matching my growth, it's not matching my evolution, I can't do this, I can't stand by this, I can't perform this for a year on tour. After a while, I looked at it and I was like, this much time has already passed, and if I put out music, it needs to count for the next thing everyone hears. It has to count. It has to matter. I have to show them the worth in the wait. I cannot put up anything mediocre after waiting 8 years. You might as well just wait some more. But this says R9. She talks R9. Yeah, she talked to R9, but what do we learn?
It sounds like
we learned that she found a sound?
Yeah, so this whole time she ain't been doing shit?
Well, no, it sounds like she's been searching for something.
So she's
been making
recorded.
music this whole
She's
time.
cut
There's
records.
definitely music that's been recorded.
She's been making music.
So I guess this batch during this interview is the direction she's going in. I guess that's what that means.
That's what she said. She found her sound.
Yeah. So whatever sound she got.
And it says there's no genre. I'm actually feeling really good about this.
No genre.
I know I kept saying this over the years. There's no genre now. That's why I waited.
Do you get that? Because I'm kind of confused.
No, that's what she said.
No, I'm just trying, like, what does that mean?
That means I think she doesn't want to be just one sound or one style or one thing.
One direction.
As much as, and by the way, her whole career, I feel like she's been many things, right? Like she's a pop artist. She's recorded dance music. She's recorded R&B records, Caribbean songs.
She's even rapped a little.
Rap,
she did that world music when that was a thing.
So, like, this is not straight away from what she's done for the previous 8 albums.
Bro, like I said, I don't know if we gained more understanding.
I don't think we did because, like...
But I think people are just excited because it's Rihanna, and I'm excited for Rihanna. If she says she found something, she's going to put out some music.
This is the most she's ever said.
I'm still I'm a music fan. So I often wait until it's time to hear something, and then we'll decide.
But I think she's in a unique situation where she's one of the few artists that, because certified classic, one of the greatest albums we've had in the last 20 years, was such a huge success and so revered with people, and because she's so famous, and Rihanna used to famously be online, she's one of those people that her fans always like, all right, this makeup's cool.
Right.
All right, when she was making movies, this movie's cool.
Right.
But where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the music? So she's kind of almost forced to, not that she has to, but I'm pretty sure she feels some kind of pressure about answering this question to her fans, because she is someone as cool as Rihanna is, she still likes to stay connected to her fans a lot less than she used to, but she's probably just trying to appease her fan base and give them some kind of answers like, hey guys, I ain't forgot, I know I'm a billionaire over here, I know I have all these other endeavors, but there is music I'm still working on, so expect it. And to be honest with you, as a human, it's probably weighing on her. You drop we just talked about one of the best albums of recent, and wait 8 years, that's hella long in 2025.
If I'm her, I'm walking off into the sunset with Anti. I'm sorry. Like,
with the makeup money,
I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel because I don't know, how do you top that? Like, what do you do?
I think like we just saw with Beyonce and Cowboy Carter. I think like we just saw with Drake in which we can get into this Drake album. It's not always about topping the work you did as much as it's about doing great art and great music for your core fan base and your people.
But isn't the whole point of creating is to get better, is to show evolution,
Sometimes.
to show growth from what you did previously?
I think sometimes it is, and sometimes it's just about creating. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we get caught up in the competitive chart
who's
chasing
best
combo,
and what you saw,
or we get caught up in the critique of the art and who's better than this one and da.
Yeah.
But really, when you zoom away from all of that madness and you're just like, yo, man,
That's dope art.
I like this out, because there's definitely things that y'all like, everybody in here likes, and I like that ain't popular.
Right.
Yeah.
And wasn't the chart topper
We
of
just
whatever, or
appreciate
the most popular, but you just love it.
Yeah, we appreciate the presentation.
You know what I'm saying? We
the
just
care
like
for
the
craft.
debate.
Yeah.
These shows that we have are here because it's about reaction and debate. You know what I mean? And engaging and creating community and having convo about shit.
But there's other shit that we listen to and that we love that we don't even talk about or we don't debate about because we just love it so much.
And there's people who love other albums. Anti's my shit from the Rihanna catalog, and just like from Beyonce's catalog, I like Renaissance.
Yeah.
The most out of all the albums for me.
Lemonade,
but there's
yeah,
people who
I like
like
Lemonade.
a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
And Renaissance is not the most popular Beyonce album.
It's not.
And I don't think sales-wise, Anti's the biggest Rihanna album.
No, I wasn't looking at it from that perspective. I'm just looking at it from the impact of her career, what it did around the R&B sound, and just what it did for her just as an artist. So I think I really wasn't concerned about the sales.
Speaking of Drake.
Wait. Ebro. I got something for you, sir.
What?
So the comments were eating you alive about the Drake thing, and I want to bring back something. We haven't actually done this on Rap Life Review, but we did it live when we were at the Apple Store in Williamsburg. What we did is we did a little game called Stand on It or Walk It Back. Now I'm gonna play something, Ebro, because this is what you said last week, and I want you to know if you're gonna stand on it and walk it back, because I got something after we play this.
What struck me in this moment was Drake pivoting and focusing on his core and focusing on Toronto and focusing on a sound that is uniquely their own and something that's uniquely their own in a time when probably the expectation was for him to try to, chase this moment. But he was like, no, I'm gonna focus on this thing that is uniquely mine and my universe and my team. And I think that's dope. And I think it's going to hopefully bode well for him in the long run. He didn't go at the battle. So Drake pivoted and focused on something that was near and dear to him and his fans in Toronto. He didn't focus on the battle. And back when we were talking about the battle and I said Toronto didn't have a sound.
Wait.
No, because I remember
Wait, time out. We got that one too.
No, but I think that's what they're referring to. That's what they're saying.
I know.
I think that's what but you can play the clip.
We got that.
About co-opting Atlanta into your shit.
That was the most important part.
So now you can't even go ask them for a sound. And by the way, bro, what is your sound? What is yours? What do you own? So boom, what we were talking about was in a battle scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And so this music, and I'm glad you're doing this, Eddie, because it's important because people, A, have bad comprehension, B, don't listen, or C, don't even look at entire clips. They just get things on blogs.
Yeah.
We were talking about
the
Drake
sound,
being in a battle
yeah.
and having a sound that was going to do him well in a battle. Y'all think this Some Sexy Songs for You was going to help him in a battle with Kendrick Lamar?
I knew it wasn't. I understood.
That's what I was talking about. So now I don't know what y'all talking about. Toronto, and even back then when we was talking about that, we said Toronto does have a melodic sound.
The eerie,
I even said back then, if I recall, maybe even some of the Caribbean shit that they could get into that might help them in a battle. I even talked about that, but I talked about it's not as well developed as the West Coast sound when it comes to
recognizing
being in a
competitive environment.
Competitive atmosphere is a great way to put it. In a competitive, aggressive atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? The West Coast sound, that sound
is very aggressive.
Helps you be aggressive, as we saw play out.
It cultivates the energy.
Right.
And I think what he's saying.
Eddie, I'm glad you brought that up because that helps for the people who left comments to understand what I was actually talking about. Some Sexy Songs for You is great for Drake's core fan base that loves the R&B melodic sound. I saw a clip of Drake. I don't know if we have the clip where he was on stage talking about, I put this album out for the fans or whatever. I'm going to be right back with more music. Let's run that clip.
Coming out on Valentine's Day with Party Next Door. Let's play some sexy songs for you. And eventually when the time is right, Drizzy Drake alone by himself is gonna have to have a one-on-one talk to y'all. When the time is right, I'll be back with another album, a one-on-one conversation with y'all that you need to hear.
But there you have it. So he's not stopping.
He sees the
moment.
And
so 2026, 2025, 2026 is gonna be eventful. You're gonna have Kendrick and SZA selling out football stadiums and doing their run around. You're gonna have Drake putting out more music and I'm sure selling out shows and doing things. It's all great. It all worked out great for hip hop.
Everything came full circle. Everybody got what they wanted, and then they went back to their, normally scheduled programming. He's on tour. He's going on tour, dropping albums. It's like nothing ever happened.
No, you got.
I wouldn't say that.
Let me walk
it
that back.
It is not like nothing ever happened.
Let me walk that back.
And for the fans, it's okay, guys. No one thought anyone's career was just gonna be over, and this was it.
But Eddie,
we knew that,
bro. We sat on this couch many times. Remember the day I asked you, I was like, how does Drake come out of this? Y'all was like, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. And I'm like, he'll be fine, but it'll be different.
It will.
It will. And he's fine.
He's fine.
It's different. But we're here, guys. We're still here.
Listen, he's
you know
fine.
What I mean?
It's different.
It's different.
By the way, great opportunity to segue. J. Cole, it's different for J. Cole. Right? Remember, we was up here and he said he was the GOAT off features. And he also, what was the other line he tried to slide with?
It was like Muhammad Ali or whatever.
He said, if I would have something, I would have won the battle or something. He was like, time out, my guy.
He was like, no, you wouldn't.
There's certain things that people going to be like, I mean,
you can't,
not really.
like,
not
you
so
can't,
much.
yeah, there's certain things that Cole can't really stand on.
But that doesn't mean we don't love you. That doesn't mean we don't regard you highly.
Right.
That doesn't mean we don't celebrate none of this. But I get it, man. It's like, listen, man, Pat Mahomes was about to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, bro. Pat Mahomes was going to be GOATed 3 Super Bowls.
Washed.
Right? He got washed at the Super Bowl.
He's still the same. He's still the same.
But he's still very accomplished and still one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. And will end his career as probably one of the greatest to ever do it.
But it's different.
But it's slightly different.
It's a little different.
It's all.
Because if he would have won, then it's like, oh, he's right behind Brady.
Can I
now
say
it's
this?
like, all right, bro.
I just want all the other rappers that aren't J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I'm gonna put them over to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Can the rest of y'all help us out? Please.
What do you mean?
I just need y'all to be exciting, a little bit more dynamic. Like, music is great. Like, make great music. That's part of it. Make exciting, dynamic music, because it's not just about before beef even started.
It's not that easy, bro.
We're not gonna get that moment. We're not gonna get that moment.
This is not an easy request,
People
my
always
guy.
do the thing.
Really
they think we're
hard, man.
Listen, I understand it's hard, but before the beef even started, those were the 3 most dynamic people we had. I'm removing the beef away from it.
Yeah.
You know, because people in the comments like, why are you always talking about Drake? Why are you always talking about Kendrick? Why are you always talking about J. Cole? The rest of us, give us something. We would love to talk about more.
So boom, stay on that for a minute.
Okay.
Do you see how much Kendrick and Drake and Cole and Nicki Minaj have given of themselves to this game so that we can have great music? And by the way, not just given in the recording process, but given of their personal lives.
Touring, just taking time away from family.
This is hard, man.
Yeah.
This is not easy to be that great. And
Mama mentality,
consistently.
But by the way, look what Lil Wayne had to give. Right? Look what Lil Wayne gave of his whole physical body to continue to stay engaged and want to write at a certain level and create at a certain level. And by the way, this isn't specific to hip hop. Look at some of the greatest musicians and artists you've loved in your life and what they gave to continue to create and try to find ways to be amazing. It's
Eddie,
I
difficult.
know you want, it's only a few, man. And by the way, in hip hop, we're spoiled.
Yep.
Yo, this shit has been popping for a long time. Most music genres don't get this level of
Activeness.
man for this long.
Like, it's specifically last year we got fucking spoiled just by those two.
Yo,
That moment spoiled the
And
fuck
no,
out of
three,
So now that's how you feel. You're like, yo, I want that
and by the
excitement
way,
again.
And by the way, Kendrick is bigger than he's ever been.
Biggest to what?
That was good.
Well done.
That was
Well
that was
done
good.
what you just did. That was well
good.
done.
That was good.
Mustard, DJ Mustard, is bigger than he's ever been. And they were already, for us,
They were already top notch.
like the whole Super Bowl and what he did. I don't want, OVO fans is already
Yeah,
mad.
they
Let's
already-
drink it.
they already-
Let's not
they
even.
already-
I just
come on,
noticed,
man.
like,
We'll focus
it's-
on
it's
the
the
conversation
you.
that
It's a
we
great
had about, like,
project. Y'all
the
did
NBA
numbers, man.
All-Star
You're
game.
loved, man. You put on for the city. Shit is fire. The sun was out in New York City this weekend. People was bumping Nokia.
Yep.
You know, Give Me a Hug was moving around the city in the clubs. It feels good out here. Man, enjoy.
14th number one album. Congrats.
Enjoy. Amazing, bro.
Congrats.
Amazing. Amazing. It's Rap Life Review. Eddie Low, I'm Ebro. See y'all next week.
What's up? You just finished an episode of the Rap Life Review. It's 2025, so New Year means new episodes coming your way. If you want to get in the conversation, you can always drop us a comment below. And of course, you can like and subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Catch us next week on a brand new episode of the Rap Life Review right here on Apple Music.